Well, hello, I'm back. It is now week 3.5 since I had my gastric sleeve surgery. I had my staples removed, thank goodness, because they were really getting on my nerves. And I went to my surgeon and I was weighed. I have lost 45 pounds since the pre-op diet. I am very pleased with that figure. I lost another, I lost 17 pounds pre-op diet and then about 28 pounds since the surgery. It is coming off quickly. I have a few things to report. I have had a couple of things happen since I last did a video. One of the things that's been happening to me, lucky me, is a typical reaction when you get gastric sleeve surgery, and that is to have low blood sugar. I was getting very dizzy. I would stand up and this is not after eating. This is in between meals. I would stand up. My head would start. I would start getting very dizzy, breathing rapidly, sweaty, shaky. All signs of low blood sugar. I said I work in a hospital. I've been in the medical industry for 22 years. I'm not a nurse. I'm a social worker, but I'm a medical social worker, clinical social worker, and I recognize those signs. My mom was an insulin-dependent diabetic, and so was her twin sister. They had high blood sugar, but I recognize low blood sugar when I feel it. And I told the surgeon about it, and he said, "Yep, that's what it is." And he said the reason why a lot of us who have gastric sleeve surgery and gastric bypass, especially, I'm not sure about the lap band, but definitely the sleeve and the bypass, we are a lot of times. What he said is a lot of times we are on the verge of being a diabetic in the first place. Either we are pre-diabetic or we are on the verge of being diabetic. And he said that now I'm not eating the quantity of food that I ate before, and now my pancreas and my stomach are going, well, hey, wait a minute, what's going on here? How come, where's the rest of the food? And it's dipping my sugar. So his solution to this was to have a glass of orange juice in the morning when I get up, regular orange juice, and and have some Gatorade, G2, that's the sugar-free Gatorade. So I started doing that. I got the Tropicana orange juice with the pulp, and because I do like the pulp, and it's that's been working. And I've also been drinking the Gatorade. I like the Glacier Freeze G2, so I've been drinking that. I sip that throughout the day, one of those big containers, and that has been working quite well. I have not had any dizzy spells, no diaphoresis, sweating, none of that, none of those, because that's really scary. You feel like you're going to pass out, you can't breathe, you have to sit back down. Not good. I didn't like that. I've never had that before, so I was a little nervous about that. But he said that this should fix it. And yes, orange juice has sugar in it. It's natural sugar, but nonetheless, it's sugar. But it's been fine for me. I've been having one in the morning. I sip it, and then I've been having, the Gatorade throughout the day, and G2 though, the sugar-free one. We don't have the regular sugar because that's you don't get carried away. Just a little sugar to keep the things going, and that seems to be working for me. I did have one negative thing to report. Something stupid on my part that I did. The boyfriend has been asking me, okay, when can we go out to dinner again? Go out to dinner, because that's our big thing. A couple times a week we go out to dinner, and he's been bugging me since my surgery. He's been very good. He's been very supportive, very, emotionally and physically going to the grocery store for me. He's been wonderful. But, he's getting a little antsy. When can we go out to dinner? And, you're on soft foods now. Maybe you could just have something light, a salad. Salad's not soft food, but, he doesn't know. But anyway, So I thought, well, maybe I could have some meatloaf and some. He wanted to go to Cracker Barrel, so I thought maybe we could have some meatloaf. Maybe we could have. I could have some mashed potatoes. And I went to Cracker Barrel and I got the meatloaf and I got the mashed potatoes, and they give you 27 sides with it. I got broccoli and I got fried okra, but I didn't eat those. I gave those to the boyfriend. And I had some meatloaf and I had some mashed potatoes. I had maybe about 1/3 of it and a little couple sips of lemon water. Went home. I was not too bad. I was very full. I went home that night and constipated for 3 days in a row. That did not go over very well at all. So that was a little scary. For the next 2 days, pretty much I didn't eat a thing. I drank and that was it. And that, it was not good. So, and that was a couple of weeks ago. That was only about 2 weeks after my surgery. So that was stupid on my part, thinking that maybe I could have, and it's soft food, but it's ground beef, and that did not go over very well at all. So I don't recommend that. So I won't be doing that again for a long while. But I am on week 3 into week 4, actually 3.5 since my surgery. What I've been eating is I've been having soft boiled eggs, which I love. I love eggs. I have 2 of those in the morning. I chew them very, very well, and I can get down 2 of those. And then I've been making ham salad. I have tuna salad, chicken salad, egg salad, a lot of those. I've had refried beans. Those went over very well. I still have an oatmeal once in a while. Haven't tried the cream of wheat. As far as drinking, like I said, I have the orange juice. I sip the Gatorade all day. I have water with, I'm putting the lemons in now, and that's going very well, because that's the only way I can drink water is if I put lemons in it, and that's what I've been doing, putting lemon slices in it. Everything else is going very well. If you like, I'll put the recipes for my ham salad and my tuna salad and everything on the bottom here if you need recipes for those. I tried low-fat mayonnaise. Blech. It is gross. It's like ass. It's just, sorry, but I am not eating low-fat, fat-free mayonnaise. It's disgusting. So what I did is, for my ham salad, it's my mother's recipe, and she used real mayo and Dijon mustard, and instead of putting the full amount of mayonnaise in, I only put a tablespoon of mayonnaise in, and I added more Dijon because there's no fat in Dijon mustard, and it was perfect. It was delicious. I put regular relish in it. There's hard-boiled eggs. There's, good quality ham chopped up in the food processor. And I also chopped up the eggs, kind of pulsed it a little bit with the food processor. I didn't want to make them paste. I don't want paste, but it chopped. And the relish, the pickle relish, and Dijon, regular mayonnaise, and lots of black pepper. And I love spicy food. I like spicy, spicy, spicy. The hotter, the better. I long for the day when I can have Indian Vindaloo again, because I love Vindaloo. Yes, I know that's deadly hot. But I thought, let's see what happens when I put a little Frank's Red Hot sauce in it. I just took maybe 2 or 3 tablespoons out, and I put a couple of dashes in, and that went over very well. So I was quite pleased with that. I didn't make it super spicy like I would normally do. I don't want to kill my new stomach 3 weeks after I have it. But I did put the Frank's Red Hot in it, because it's not deviled ham unless you put the devil in it. So I put the Frank's Red Hot in, and that went over very, very well. And I was pleased because that's how my mom made it. So although she used to use cayenne pepper, but I kind of changed a little bit, and I used Frank's Red Hot because I kind of put that on everything. As far as the chicken salad, I have a really, really good chicken salad that calls for 5-spice powder and cranberries. I had to eliminate the cranberries. It also calls for celery. I know we're not supposed to be eating celery because it's stringy, etc. But what I do is I pull the strings off the celery and I puree it really, really well, along with the onions and the chicken, and that's been going over very well. I mean, let's face it, celery's water. It's not going to hurt you. It's not hurting me. I know, like I said, all of this now, there's a disclaimer here. All of this that I'm telling you, you have to really taste things and see what happens with you, because every person is different individually. You know, you might do well with meatloaf. I didn't do well with meatloaf. So, you know, everybody is going to have different experiences depending on, you know, what their body will allow them to do and what it won't. So all these things that I'm eating, you might not be able to eat the same thing, and there might be things that you can eat that I can't. So I definitely know meatloaf is off the list for a really, really, really long time. But I've been sticking with the salads, you know, the chicken, tuna, ham, egg salads. I'm not going to do solid food. According to my surgeon, I can do solid foods anywhere between 4 and 6 weeks. If I want to wait to the 6 weeks, I can. I don't have to, but I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to stay with the soft foods because I really, really want my stomach to heal perfectly before I start delving into, you know, whole chicken and steaks. And I might dabble with some fish because fish is very light, and I do like fish, but no shrimp, none of that stuff. Nothing that's going to take a lot of digestion power right now, because I just don't think that that my stomach would be able to handle it. Because if it can't handle meatloaf, it's not going to handle a whole shrimp going down there. I mean, granted, I chew it really well, but it's I just don't think that's going to go over very well at all. So I'm going to stick with the soft foods for now. No salads. I miss my Caesar salad, but I'm not going to have that for a little while again. But like I said, the orange juice has been working great in the morning for those low blood sugar spouts. I have not had one since my surgeon visit, which was last Thursday. Today is Monday, so I haven't had one since I started doing the orange juice. And orange juice is great. It's a nice, just a little, like 4 ounces, 6 ounces, somewhere around there. I have in the morning, one of those little Tropicana containers, and I'm good. And I've been having my sugar-free pops. They are wonderful. They're 25 calories a piece. They're made by Edys, E-D-Y-S. They're called Outshine. I will put a lot of these products, like I said, I'll put some of the recipes on the bottom for you if you need recipes for, you know, the salads. I'm trying to think what else. Soup, you know, I've been still having the cream soups, and I did have vegetable soup. Chewed that really well. Campbell's vegetable soup, and it was good. Went over very well because those vegetables are sitting in the can for like 10 years, you know, so they should be pretty mushy. Nothing else to report right now. I had my B12 shot because I was feeling like a dish rag, and that seemed to help a little bit. I am also taking, I will show you, taking this, it's probably backwards, but sublingual B12. It's by Nature Made, 3,000 micrograms, and it's berry flavored, and it's great. You put it under your tongue, and that's been helping. And I also have biotin that I've been taking. That's for my hair. Make sure that my hair doesn't fall out. I've also, these are the vitamins that I take. They are chewable Centrum Silver. Yeah, because I'm close to being silver. So that's very good. And then for calcium, these are chewable, Oscal chewable vitamins, or chewable tablets for calcium. And that seems to be helping. And then, of course, I have my trusty water with lemon slices, because that's the only way you'll get me to drink water. And I have about 4 of those a day. It's been going well. By the way, I am very proud to report also that the doctor has taken me off my blood pressure pills. When I went to the surgeon, my blood pressure, when I went to my doctor, my blood pressure was low. It was like 100/60. and that was with the blood pressure pills. So my doctor, my primary physician, told me to come off the blood pressure pills until I go see my surgeon, and he relayed that message to the surgeon. They know each other very well. They're both characters, by the way, and wonderful. But they know each other very well. They went to med school together, and they're lovely. And he told the surgeon that he took me off the blood pressure pills and to take my blood pressure when I go in, and when they did, it was right on the money. It was 120/70, I think it was, which is, I think, perfect. So I am proud to report that I am no longer on blood pressure medicine. So, and that's just after 3 weeks. So I do not regret this surgery at all. It is the best thing I have ever done in my life. I am quite thankful, quite pleased with the results so far, even with the faux pas, with the low blood sugar and my ridiculous thought that I could eat meatloaf 2 weeks after I have a new stomach. You know, everything's going good. This is what you do. You learn as you go along, and you trial and error. That's what life is in general. So, but I am very, very pleased. My clothes are falling off of me. Yesterday I'm still off of work. I'm going back on Monday. But I am still off of work, and I did a little clothes review. You know, I have 3 closets filled with clothes in 27 different sizes. I'm sure you can all relate. There's some things I just refuse to throw out that I will get in my ass into someday. Probably way out of style, but nonetheless, I'll wear it for a day and say, see, I got back into this. I said I would. But anyway, we probably all been there. But I did a little throwing out, to Goodwill, and of some things that are actually in pretty nice shape, but they're a size 32, and right now I'm a size 24. I was a size 28 before I started this, and in my pre-op diet, and now I'm a size 24. It's ridiculous. It's hard to believe, actually, even my butt. So, which, I mean, I'm a pear, and I'm just going to be a smaller pear. I always think of J-Lo, though. J-Lo is a pear, and I'm going to be a pear, too. So, just a smaller one. But I'm very pleased. Again, if you have any questions, put them in the comments, PM me, inbox me, whatever you want to do. Sorry this was very long. Thank you for listening, and I'll give you an update in another month. And then I'll show you some pictures. Okay.